抛头露面的，有时整夜不回家的，站到那儿，这个人看呀，那个人说呀，今天哎多少钱呀？哎，实际上是指着车，哎多少钱是指着人多少钱？你在那边干什么勾当谁知道啊？
In front of us is Ms. Zhan, sharp-tongued and mercilessly criticizing her son Dahai's girlfriend, who works as a car model. Coming from a wealthy family, she is extremely controlling, managing every aspect of her son's education, career, and even marriage. Under her direction, Dahai's studies and career have followed a strict plan, but when it comes to marriage, things went wrong. Her son rejected the bride she carefully selected and instead fell for a flamboyant car model. She simply could not accept this. What shocked her even more was that this car model now wanted to go on a show, to confess her feelings to her face.
今天来干嘛呀？
向我男朋友的妈妈告白。
就你未来的准婆婆告白是吧？
对对对，他母亲接受不到我的职业，认为我这个职业呢，成天在外边抛头露面，被人围观，所以不太能接受。
This sexy-dressed woman is today's protagonist, professional car model Mei Chen. Her goal today is crystal clear: to ask her future mother-in-law to abandon her prejudices and try to accept her. But since Mei Chen already knew the mother couldn't accept her job, had she ever considered changing careers?
我觉得我一路走来也很不容易，而且现在一点点有了一些成绩，我当然不想就这样放弃的。
我想问一下，你男朋友怎么看？
我男朋友很支持我呀。
To Mei Chen, being a car model is a perfectly legitimate and skilled profession. During her work, to prevent inappropriate behavior from spectators, she's accompanied by professional security personnel, so her safety is well protected. She has no intention of changing careers. Moreover, the future mother-in-law doesn't dislike Mei Chen solely because of her job. There's another, deeper reason.
刚交往的时候，男朋友跟我说，其实他有个女朋友，然后这个女朋友呢是他妈妈硬塞给他的，相亲认识的。
他们俩有没有确定关系？
确定了，他们
但是他们俩
有
有没有实质性上的关系？
没有，
没有，
因为我男朋友跟我说了，他是不喜欢那个女孩的，所以但是因为他家里所有的钱基本上都是他妈妈在外面做生意挣的，他妈妈是个很强势的人，所以就连他爸爸都要听他妈妈的话。
At first, Mei Chen didn't mind that her boyfriend had a formal girlfriend. She felt that as long as they truly loved each other, nothing else mattered. But gradually, Mei Chen discovered that the conflict between her and the future mother-in-law became increasingly irreconcilable, largely because of that arranged girlfriend. That's why she decided to come here today, to clearly express her feelings to Dahai's mother, Ms. Zhan. So has Mei Chen ever considered, if Ms. Zhan insisted she choose between her modeling job and her boyfriend, what would she do?
工作，我想说为什么选工作呢？他妈妈可能有一方面也觉得说我可能贪图他家的就是财也好怎么样也好，我想说如果说我真是奔着这个来，我没有必要今天来到这里。我如果说放弃了我的职业，那我不就等于像一个就是你这不这么就像他妈妈所认为的，就等于说你养个女人，对不对？
Mei Chen fell silent for a moment, but in the end still decided to choose her career. She didn't want to become a woman who relies entirely on a man. She has her own ambitions. So now the question is, Mei Chen, who neither matches the family in status nor is willing to quit the job the mother despises, can she really get what she wants today? Will Ms. Zhan show up as promised?
多了一个人。我们先自我介绍一下。
大家好，我姓展，我今年48岁，这是我的未来的儿媳妇儿，甜甜。
The moment Ms. Zhan stepped on stage with Xiao Tian, the atmosphere turned cold. After hearing her introduction, Mei Chen fell into silence. So where exactly did this daughter-in-law title come from?
谁认定的儿媳妇儿？
我定的。
您儿子定了吗？
我儿子一般都是听我的。我今天要不是来这个节目，我都不知道我儿子生了这么一个。
你没见过他呀？
我没见过，这今天第一次。
那你见了以后，你感觉？
我感觉不是我未来的。
Ms. Zhan's opening strike was anything but gentle. She flat out denied Mei Chen's identity as her son's girlfriend. The sudden appearance of Xiao Tian was completely unexpected for Mei Chen. What Ms. Jean said next made her even more furious, and she immediately started arguing with her future mother-in-law.
你穿的多么暴露啊！现在谁喜欢车模呀？整天在外面，有时
可是您儿子喜欢
半年2、3个月都不回来，谁知道你天天在外面干嘛呀？
您不知道，您儿子知道啊。我每一天都跟他生活在一起，而且我忙碌的时候，我只要有空闲都是跟他通话，他知道我的一言一
你
行。
现在就每天跟他
说，
生活在一起，可见你是一个什么样的女孩？野女孩。
如果我是野女孩，我就不只跟您儿子一个人在一起了。
你就是那第三者，我跟你说。
我第三者，阿姨，请您注意您的用词。
我给你说，要不是因为你，我们家的甜甜和我儿子呀，早就成我儿媳妇了，就是因为你煽风点火。
阿姨，你说的太过分了。首先，我跟他在一起之前，我根本不知道他交往个女朋友。无论什么原因，我如果知道的话，我是不可能跟他在一起的。而且过后他也说了，他不喜欢甜甜，是您硬嫁给他的。他是为了尊敬您才这样，您能不能尊敬一下您儿子呢？
One insults, the other talks back. This back and forth arguing gets nowhere. So the host quickly stepped in to try to regain control of the situation.
确认一下，阿姨，你到底是讨厌他的职业，还是讨厌他这个人？
他这个人，他这个职业我都讨厌，像车模这种职业，抛头露面的，有时整夜不回家的。站到那儿，这个人看呀，那个人说呀，今天多少钱呀？实际上是指着车，多少钱是指着人多少钱？你在那边干什么勾当谁知道啊？
阿姨，
100%都是这样的。
Clearly, Ms. Jean's hatred for Mei Chen's profession had reached a breaking point. Her words were vicious. But now is not the time to debate career discrimination. A more urgent issue needs resolving. Who exactly is Dahai's real girlfriend in the eyes of his mother?
甜甜和我儿子认识都1年多了，都交往1年多了，关系都处得不错的。
谁介绍的？
后来就经过认识，
是
我介绍的。我这个人呢，反正家庭也是不错的，经济也挺好的。所以说我就想给儿子挑一个差不多的，孝顺我的。
Xiao Tian was handpicked by Ms. Jean. At first, her son was very obedient, dating Xiao Tian as a couple. So technically speaking, Mei Chen did come into the picture as an outsider. But since Dahai had already agreed to date Xiao Tian to please his mother, why did he still go after Mei Chen?
处得怎么样啊？1年多，
一直都很好。
好到什么程度呢？
我想说，如果好的话，现在会跟我在一起吗？
他喜不喜欢我，我心里明白。
你明白的话，现在在我身边，
你有我清楚吗？
我不知道到底谁清楚哎。
就是自从认识了你以后，我儿子现在变得一点都不听我话了，叛逆了，而且和我顶嘴。
我想说，
原来我儿子
我想说，我每次都劝大海，我说您一定要就是跟您说话的时候，在介绍我的时候，一定要注意用词啊、情绪。我一直说，她毕竟是您母亲，但是我不知道她怎么跟您沟通的，还是说您根本就不想跟您儿子沟通我？但是我绝对没有说在中间说让你儿子
说一千道一万，我就是不喜欢你。
Once Mei Chen recovered her composure, she came back strong, holding her own against both of them. But realistically speaking, when faced with Dahai's mother and the woman she approved as the official girlfriend, Mei Chen had no real advantage. Her only confidence came from Dahai's love for her. But did Xiao Tian know about that?
你说你跟他交往了1年，跟大海相处的不错。
对。
那怎么会有他呢？你们分手了吗？
还没有分手。
那提了分手吗？大海？
他刚提出分手的。
什么时候？
什么叫刚提出分手？
你让他先说啊，我们好好听。
就是最近一段时间，儿子叛逆，越来越叛逆。
我们先听一下啊，什么时候提出的分手？
就最近这1个月。
他提出分手的原因是什么？
他说他喜欢美琛。
Clearly, Dahai was two-timing, and he acted like he was completely justified. In his mind, dating Xiao Tian was just to satisfy his mother. But once he met his true love, Mei Chen, he didn't want to pretend anymore. But what was their relationship really like during that year?
他只是能遵循阿姨对我的感觉去对待我，完全是属于一种同情包容。
那你很清楚。那我想问一下，近半年你跟大海是怎么交往的？就认识了他之后。
只是偶尔见面吃个饭。
他跟你说过美成的事吗？除了分手的时候说，之前有没说过吗？
有提过，但是我不想听。
To Dahai, that year may have been just a game, But Xiao Tian had given her whole heart. She clung to this so-called relationship, fooling herself. She was the most innocent victim in all of this. So why, despite appearing to care about Xiao Tian, did Ms. Zhang insist on keeping her son with her?
大姐啊，这很明显了，你这甜甜也说了，其实您儿子是不喜欢他的。
但是我觉得感情是可以慢慢培养的。你想，在我们那个年代，都没见过面，就是给介绍，然后感情不是慢慢培养的吗？我相信我儿子会选择他的。你说他个车模那么多好的，他不嫁，非要嫁我们家，我怀疑他真的是看我们家产了。
To Ms. Zhang, Xiao Tian was her carefully selected daughter-in-law. She hoped her son would slowly grow to love her. But Mei Chen? To her, just a car model who could be dismissed at will. She didn't care to know more about her, and naturally assumed the worst. Now constantly humiliated by her future mother-in-law, Mei Chen finally spoke her mind.
我想说，阿姨，真的，我今天来这个现场到这个节目，当时报名的时候，我很纠结，你知道吗？如果不是尊重您，我不会到这儿来。
行，你喜欢儿子，你尊重我，我现在我就让你别干这个车模的这个职业，可以吗？这就是你对我的尊重。
阿姨，我也问你一句，
我就不喜欢这样的职业。
我不干车模，我做不了别的行业。那么我到您家，不还是成为您家在养着我？你不是还有理由在说我吗？归根结底，
我给你钱可以做别的呀。
你给我钱是您的钱，不是我的钱。
来，
是你的钱，我觉得你钱有点不干净，我不喜欢那样的。
是啊，你就觉得说，那你这样，阿姨，你就是一些无理取闹了。归根结底不是说我职业我人怎么样，而是说你就是
不喜欢你那种。
Ms. Zhang's words truly hurt Mei Chen. She began to question whether coming here was the right decision. The idea of going on the show and even her choice of outfit today were all things she had discussed with Dahai beforehand. But now, she was the only one getting insulted. That made her feel deeply hurt.
因为我知道我婆婆本来就是最反对我的一点，不就是工作的这一方面吗？所以说我今天上来告白，我就是想让她彻彻底底的接受我，所以说我就是想让她看到我平时我工作就是这样，那我就这样让她看到。
Mei Chen felt her sincerity was misunderstood, and she no longer wanted to continue the conversation. Just then, the key figure behind the conflict between the three women finally appeared backstage.
其实说实话，我今天来到这儿也是因为出于对这两位在场的3个女人的负责，所以我才来的，所以我不想让太多的人介入。
但你老躲在后面也不是个事儿啊。来，我来问你几个问题，大海，你到底爱谁啊？
那一定是美晨啊。
Dahai's words sounded proper and righteous, but in reality, he still hadn't dared to show up in front of everyone. At this point, with all 3 women refusing to back down, only he could resolve the situation. And the moment he declared his love for Mei Chen, the other 2 women immediately lashed out.
大海，你怎么能这样呢？甜甜这么好的女孩，你看她什么呀？
大海，我想问你，你既然不喜欢我，为什么还要跟我在一起那么久？而且在我跟我在一起的时候，你还跟其他女孩在一起，你这不摆明的劈腿吗？
Regardless of the reason, two-timing is never justifiable. So how did Dahai respond to his relationships with Xiao Tian and Mei Chen, and this so-called love of his?
我觉得我必须得说一下，我觉得我妈一直对美晨都有误解，从她没开始了解这个人开始，就已经心里面就已经有排斥了。其实美晨是一个特别照顾我心情的一个女孩，比如说她的服装问题，那就是其实在这之前她跟我讨论很久，她要不要上来穿的是那种平时我们在一起的时候的服装，但是我就是坚持，我就跟她说，你就按照你工作的状态这样的服装穿，这样上台，因为我觉得我如果想让我妈接受她的话，就要接受她的所有。其实甜甜是一个很好的女孩，包括她对我妈都挺好的，但是我不喜欢她。我也很早的就表明过立场，这件事情自始至终都是我妈在安排。
Dahai pushed all the responsibility onto his mother, stating that he no longer wanted to be controlled. Then he asked Mei Chen and Xiao Tian to step off stage, so he could talk to his mother one-on-one, hoping to address the root of the problem.
真的从学习到工作 每一件事情都是你来帮我安排，甚至到感情。我期间交过2个女朋友，你都知道。然后你不喜欢她，你不喜欢她们。
我这也是为你好啊。
妈，你先听我说好吗？你不喜欢他们，那好，那我去让他们去做改变，让你能接受他们，但是你还是不喜欢。那好，那我选择跟他们分手。我为什么会跟他们分手的原因，是因为您，我尊重您。之后你把甜甜介绍给我，我还是一样，我用心去感受啊，我尽量的去跟这女孩交往，希望能达到您满意合适的这个想法。但是我发现不行，我真的不喜欢甜甜，甜甜不适合我，我喜欢的人是美晨。
那你那时候怎么不早说呢？我刚给你介绍你就说呀，你现在你这么面对甜甜啊，那么好的女孩。
妈，你永远都是这样，你知道吗？就是我每次不管说什么，你都是打断我，然后你就会把你的想法强加在我的身上。从小到大一直都是这样，为什么你就不能认认真真、仔仔细细的听听我说？就比如说今天你把甜甜也叫到这儿来，你让甜甜怎么办？
Dahai finally voiced the frustration he had buried inside for years. He wanted to live his own life. And upon hearing this, Ms. Jean was both heartbroken and at a loss. She had no idea her son had been thinking this way. It turned out, they both had failed Xiao Tian. So how would Dahai resolve the situation with Xiao Tian? He decided to start with a sincere apology.
首先我承认，在跟你交往的同时认识了美晨之后，有那么一段时间是在同时交往，这是我的不对，我跟你道歉，对不起。还有，我知道你是一个很好的女孩，我也知道你对我妈很好，包括你对我也很好，但是我一早就说过我们真的不合适，我也真的不喜欢你。我相信你这么好的女孩，你一定会找到比我好1000、10000的人。我最后还是真的祝你幸福。
What Dahai did to Xiao Tian was truly hurtful. So how would she respond to his apology and parting words, after being his girlfriend for a whole year?
大海，既然你都不喜欢我，我也不会再喜欢你了。但是我跟阿姨的感情会一直不变。
As a well-raised, wealthy young woman, Xiao Tian had her pride. She refused to grovel for a man. So she let it go, and she found peace. At that moment, Dahai's mother let out a long sigh, and finally decided to let her son go too.
我现在能说什么呢？甜甜既然原谅你，我能说什么？反正是这样，你以后过好过赖，你别怪我就行了。别说当初你那时候年轻不懂，有些什么没给你说，反正你自己的事你自己把握好就行了。
Finally getting his mother's blessing, Dahai gave her a quick nod, then rushed off stage, eager to take the hand of the woman he chose for himself. Let's hope Ms. Jean can learn to let go, so her son can truly grow up, and that she might set aside her prejudices and take an honest look at the woman her son loves.
This battle between a mother-in-law and a car model, sparked by career prejudice, was in the end a tug-of-war between 3 women and 1 man over love and control. Ms. Jean's dominance made her son's life feel like a strict timeline. Xiao Tian's elegance and heartbreak were the reality faced by many girls forced into love. And Mei Chun, the car model, used her dignity and persistence to fight back against the unspoken rule that women must be obedient to be accepted. And what about Dahai? A once obedient son finally found the courage to speak for his own love. Sometimes life really is like this. Things that seem incompatible at first can become harmonious with time and effort. The key lies in whether your heart is big enough to make room for others. So what do you think? Is Dahai just a cowardly mama's boy who dodges responsibility? Do you support women like Mei Chun who insist on being themselves and refuse to be labeled? Or can you understand parents like Ms. Jean, desperate to control everything out of fear of losing it? Leave your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your voice. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. We'll see you next time